What's going on YouTube? My name is Tyler with Dividend Stock King with another video. And today's video is titled Making $500 a month should be easy these days. It should be easy to make $500 a month in income. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. Take the risk you want to. But in today's time, with high yield ETFs, with ETF that pays every week, you should be able at this point to make $500 a month, and that should be, if you're first starting out, that should be your first goal, $500 a month. And you might say, why $500 a month? Well, $500 a month should be able to pay your light bill and a water bill, at least two bills, right? If you have a phone bill that's $200-300, you may want to get a cheaper service. You may want to go to prepaid services when you pay $4 to $5 a month, and that's it. And the $500 a month is just a little insurance, right? Just in case your job slows, you get laid off. And my company, they laid off some people. They closed down DC at the distribution center, and they laid off some drivers. They laid off some people who worked at that warehouse. Some got transferred. And what can you do at that point? So this is when you need that little bit of money. And that $500 a month is not a lot of money overall, but in perspective, when you're working full time, it could be very hard for you to make $500 outside your full time job, right? If you're working 40 hours a week, 9 to 5 or 3 to 10, whatever you do, it could be very hard to make $500 a month outside of your job or a second job. Even do Uber on weekends, you have to make at least $125-$100 a weekend, and which you can in some cities, but it costs time. You have to factor in wear and tear in your vehicle. You have to factor in washing your car. You have to factor in pumping gas because you have to put gas back into the car, and it's time away. You have to start at 8-9 o'clock at night. You have to drive for at least a few hours to make that money. So it's hard to make $500 a month on the side. So this is why we all should be. Now, I'm not giving financial advice. We all should be investing. Period. Now, before this high yield was out. I was in Main Street Capital, Horizon, and ARR, and my goal was $500 a month. And then with my bills right now, that pays my water bill like every other month. So it's like $170 every other month. So you talk about $80 a month. The power bill could be like $210. So $210 and $80, that's two bills, right? That's $300. Now I have $200 left. I can pay our internet at $60 and our cell phones at $105. So with $500, it pays 4 bills. That's why my goal is $500, right? That pays 4 household bills. So in case something happens, I can at least pay those 4 bills. The lights can still be on, right? So that's to be the first goal. But in today's time, it is not hard. I mean, Tesla paid me right here $450 in one ETF. I got paid $450, and then that Friday I got paid $251. So again, it's not hard these days. It's not hard if you stay focused, if you keep consistently investing, reinvesting, cutting stuff back, and you can do it. $5 a month should be a baseline. That's my baseline for my retirement, for my Roth. Right now, I'm making like $260 a month right now, but my goal is to at least get to $500 a month. At least get to $586 per month, because $586 times 12, which let me do it real quick. 586 times 12, it's about almost 7,000 and more. But 586, 584 is the maximum you could put in to a Roth every month. $7,000 a year. So in a Roth, it makes sense to make $550 a month in income. That way, you take that income and buy what you want to buy. You can pretty much remove yourself as an income source. I'm all about removing myself as the income source. I'm all about that. I'm all about taking my active income and putting into passive income. And we must do it these days because we don't know how jobs are going to be. And I'm all about that as well. So right now, with this income I made, it came out back at the beginning of June. Missy paid me almost $300. Alti paid me 240. At this point, I make at least 230, 240 a week in Alti. So Alti pays me over $1,000 a month right now. Alti right now pays me $1,000 a month. That is one ETF that I own a month passively. And that's broken up to 250 a week. But let's just say something happened to my job today, right? I can still buy groceries. I can still pay bills. I'm still living, right? Again, Alti, Misty paid $296. Yeah, Max paying, Tesla paying $459. Alti paid $250 again, and Alti paid $232. And Alti probably gonna pay me another $230 this week. So again, I get that money every week. It's much easier now, and Alti is like $6. Alti is like $6 right now, almost $7. It's inexpensive, and it's paying me $1,000 a month by itself. It's paying me $1,000 a month, right? And it is nice. Look at this. Let's click on it. Look at this. $232. The month is not the money. This is weekly. This is every Friday. So I hold the money. I'm over $1,000 easy with this. That pays a lot of bills. Again, I'm not saying we need to. You don't have to invest to take the risk I take, but at some point we all need to invest our money. You can't save your wealth. Save your way to be wealthy, have passive income. You could do real estate. I'm not against real estate, but the reason most people don't get into it is houses are expensive these days, and you're responsible for everything. You have to fix everything up. You have to apply to everything. I'm not saying real estate is a bad thing. Real estate should be a part of everyone's portfolio. But if you're a person who have a job, you're not in a position to do real estate. You should be utilizing these ETFs. I'm not saying buy. I'm just saying you should take a look at these ETFs. You should take a hard look at the ETFs and decide for yourself, right? I mean, this is income coming in, right? This income coming in passively. Last week, I got paid 232, 33, and 95. I got paid that much last week. I'm gonna get paid again this week from Coney and Alti. So, and Alti's cheap. So again, that's my video. It should be easier to do $500 a month. I mean, you can do $100 a week into Alti, and it pays every week. And another thing that people don't talk about is the compounding effect. When you get $100 from Alti and it's $6 a share, and you reinvest that every week for a long time, you can get a lot of shares. You're gonna get a high share count. These things are high share counts. So, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.